Oh, got more crystals. So, yeah, I don't know. I often wonder what other people are thinking because I walk around downtown San Francisco and I see so many like blank faces, and I just wonder like, what are people thinking about? Are they thinking about like just their mundane life and they're depressed, or are they like okay with things, or are they like really like just thinking about the same shit I'm thinking, just like a different variation based on their interpretation in their reality? Or yeah, and then when you have coworkers who you work around all day, and it's just all money, 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 business, 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 bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. You can't get real. I don't feel happy during those times because I want to be real all the time. Like this, I'm keeping it real, just talking to you like I would talk to anyone, or anyone I guess who I'm comfortable talking with, and yeah, so it's hard for me to deal with work. It's not so much the people there are bad people. It's just that whole energy there. I just can't stand the corporate environment. I've been doing it for 13 years now, so maybe there's that lucky 13. Maybe this is my, I don't know. Whatever. All right, so we have 6. I could have just done 6 times 5, but yeah, I got to do this. So we have 30 Towerbusters here, and what we're gonna do is pour our resin here. Whiskey. Did you know there's 15 health benefits from drinking whiskey? And don't have more than one per day though. Just keep it mild. I'm seeing more chem fails up here. They're trying to spray and they're just totally dissipating, but they're kind of getting puffy as they dissipate. And as I understand it from thechembo.com, those are chem fails because the orgonite is stripping the metals from the chem clouds, and the natural water vapor returns, and it's like the metals get shot off through the scalar vortex into space. And it sounds crazy, but hey, it seems to be true. So I'll tell you what, my lucid dreams are crazy, and I experience it. So I'm open to whatever being the case here, because these crystals are pretty cool, man, and they're pretty. I don't know what they seem divine, man. They really do. But what we're gonna do is, this is super cheap resin, by the way. You can get this at Home Depot or Lowe's, like I've said a few times. So you just walk in and grab it, and it's super cheap. And like 35 for a gallon. What is this? Half gallon? This is a quart. I forget how much this was. 15, 12 bucks. So what we're gonna do is you pour it in, and we could probably pour. I don't know how much we can fit in this whole thing, but might be able to fit the whole thing in here. Wow. I hope we have enough resin. I'll just stop there. Alright. So fiberglass resin I think is a little stronger than polyester resin. The clear stuff I use. Maybe it's just because I've read that and but it also seems to be just, I don't know, a little harder. Not that these ones aren't hard. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just read it that, and that's significant because if it's squeezing up harder, then it's, squeezing on the crystal harder, and that's the whole. A big component of orgonite is the piezoelectric effect. Is the orgonite, the resin, permanently squeezing on the crystal. It's like permanently activating it, and that's giving off charges on both sides, which gives it the whole transmutational exponent component. Oh, com. Look up com again. C-O-M. What that means. Look up the deep root. It's good. Anyways, the component of orgonite is the piezoelectric effect, and that is the resin squeezing on the crystal. So yeah, don't forget that. Read up on Wilhelm Reich. And don't get it twisted now. Now, Wilhelm didn't even use crystals. He was just layering organic and inorganic elements and attracting the ether. It's funny, last time I did this video, we had fire trucks. Well, there's a fire station down the street, but it's like, you know, we're the wise owl in the tree as the chaos ensues. Anyways, but yeah, Wilhelm Reich didn't even have crystals. So for anyone who says Wilhelm Reich, you know, was a big crystal guy, he may have been, I don't know, but as I understand it, he just accumulated the ether, the orgone energy, and if he was on a good energetic, a high energetic spot on the earth at the time that he was accumulating that, then he would have basically orgone energy or orgone accumulator. But what orgonite is doing is making it insignificant where you're at by adding a crystal that is always giving off a charge and giving out positive energy. And so you don't. It's like a mobile orgone accumulator. Orgonite is a mobile orgone accumulator because it's constantly transmuting the energy that comes in into positive, or if it's positive energy coming in, then it's adding to that, and then it shoots back out. It's like, you know, that's how energy works. Energy works in like spirals and fractals, so it's always coming in and spiraling out, or spiraling in and fractaling out. And when they have these towers and these chemtrails and these negative frequency, things aren't spiraling in a vortex in scalar waves. They're like disorganized and choppy, and that's why our cells, that's why we grow cancer cells from these positive ions, and GMO food and vaccines is because they're bombarding us with all this chaotic frequencies and energy that our bodies, which are filled with orgone energy, are filled with cells that speak to each other that are organized. Hey, there's, you know, play on words, but yeah. And so when we get all this negative frequencies, the cells can't talk on the phone as easy. They can't communicate. And when our cells can't talk on the phone as easily, then you know, our body starts to disintegrate, and then you have cancer. And cancer in any advanced spiritual society, you're not going to have cancer at all. It's not even going to be a problem because there's no parasitic energies out there. I mean, Patrick Roddy, my activist friend, he says, you know, that these parasites are just part of life and they'll always be there. And he might be totally true, totally correct. But I also think that once, like, if you picture our planet getting spiritually on the same page, like unity consciousness page, like, we're gonna find ways to rid ourselves of parasites. Are you kidding me? Don't underestimate yourself. Like a divine being that just knows how to transmute everything, there will not be any cancer energies, man. And these animals that we're killing and getting cancer, we're getting cancer from them because meat is acidic, but those poor animals are being bombarded with such terrible energy that the cancer is like already in them before they die. Their whole body's encased in fear and anxiety, and that's no way to live. Imagine if you or your children or your brother or your sister or your parents were living in a cage, constantly in fear and concerned about not only their life but their family's members' life. Do you know how depressing and terrible that would be if that was you? The cancer would already be in you. And when you cut up that meat, then you're just basically divvying up cancer cells. And then when you eat that meat, you're just taking portions of cancer. Cancer is just the opposite of the divine. It's unorganized, radiated, parasitic, fallen energy. And so anyways, we're going to take the power back, because as long as I'm alive, I'm going to be doing my part. And if I can motivate others to do their part, maybe we can kind of act like dominoes for each other and get this shit organized. And that's it. So let's pour it. Alright, so we're going to get the catalyzer. Whatever, I don't need it. This is the stuff that makes it hard. So we're going to, since it's cold, it's a kind of the wrong time of day to be doing Organite. But it's the wrong time of day to be doing Organite, but it's still, what are we, middle of summer? It'll be fine, because we're outside anyways. We're not gonna, normally you want to have a mask on like I had last time, and if you're outside, you're a little bit better, but I usually do it in the garage where it's just like, you know, it's ventilated, but there's 4 walls obviously. But now we're looking at the sky, and the sky looks good right now. Actually, it looks really good. Really, the sun's gone down, but you can still see. I can see natural rain clouds coming in. Not that it's going to rain, but they look dark and natural, and the blue sky above. Hey, it's a good day. Oh, let's put these keys in. So let's put these keys. So we have keys. Keys are symbolic, right? It's the key to everything's symbolic, man. I can't wait to do shrooms here in the next. I think I get in like a week and a half. I'm gonna do shrooms, which I can't wait. It's gonna be great, and maybe I'll do a video then too. Yeah, I think everyone should do video. We should get to know people. You know, this is who I am. I'm being completely real with you right now, and I think I would like to see this part of everyone. What's in your heart? What's in your mind? What do you want to talk about? So you want to stir this. Don't do it right in front of your face, because the fumes, once you add this catalyzer, well, resin in general is just, it has fumes, but the catalyzer is not good either. So once, you know, resin is actually pretty bad for you when it's, you know, when it's not cured. When it's cured, it's fine, but it's at this moment that you want to be careful. But anyways, what else is there to talk about before I do my pour here? Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know if the Earth is flat. I don't know if it's round. I don't know if space is really what they tell us. I don't trust NASA. You know, if someone lies to you consistently, why should you believe anything they say? And I don't know if we've been to the moon. I don't think it's really relevant. To be honest with you, whether we've gone or not. And I don't think anything we talk about with Mars is relevant either. I'm concerned about what's going on here. And while this place is falling apart, nothing else is relevant. I don't give a shit. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of see it as a distraction to kind of like get people